This time around, hello, this time around I need to cut a new base gasket because I tore the crap out of the brand new one. That in itself is not such a big deal. Here we go. Where are my scissors? Rodney the Mulder.
How did I get here?
I am going to just get a marker. Excuse me. I've got a lot of gasket material here. So at first, I'm just going to cut myself out a blank like that. Because, make sure it's the right way. Gee whiz. I cut that fine. What I want to do is just get a good imprint of grease. Because all the wonderful things Nick does.
Because of the wonderful things he does.
This circle becomes the basis of my gasket. Okay, a nice sharp blade makes all the difference here.
My blade was hammered into perfection by dwarven blacksmiths with autism, so you know it's good.
Alright, so I've just cut a crosshatch into there to make it nice and easy. We can always just tidy it up at the end. So I am just progressively cutting shapes out, and we'll tidy up that inner diameter at the end. There's no need to do it perfectly. In one fell swoop. I bought a brand new Stanley knife just for this process. Alright. We need to take a little bit more out, and I can see where. Tapping the gasket with a ball peen hammer created an imprint for me to carve around, which is exactly how we're going to cut the rest of this gasket out.
Cut it out!
We are just taking off a 15th at a time.
Sort of break and turn it in, sort of max lean for a 15th.
And that is a beautiful, snug, carefully curated fit. So now I need to very carefully go around This is going to take a while, so I need to go around and tap all the edges till I get a good imprint, and I'll check in once I'm done. What I've done is I've just thrown a bolt down there into one of these holes just to keep the gasket aligned. Okay, so I'm now using the flat side of the hammer, think of it like a charcoal rubbing. You know, you put a coin or a leaf under a piece of paper and you'll oh, that would have been bad. Don't press too hard. You get the pattern of it. Right, now that I have a fairly good estimation of the pattern, I'm going to come along and trim off some of this fat. All right. The hardest part is carving out this detail here. But once that's done, I have a more or less finished gasket. That, to me, looks like a reasonably believable gasket. I'm inclined to leave the edges, I'll trim them up a little bit, but I'm going to leave them with a bit of a gap because the stock gasket was so thin, it tore pretty much immediately. But that's a nice sturdy looking gasket, and that's just about ready to go back on the bike. Okay, so forgive me for not filming everything. So I'll just give you a little update. My gasket is installed. I just wanted to make sure that I got that down carefully and safely on camera without tearing it. Otherwise I'd be back into square one. You can see, where's my pointer? Down in here there's the tiniest little impact. I am electing to send it because it is not rough, it is not burred. We'll find out the hard way whether or not you can run a piston in that condition.